Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today, I'm switching it up a little bit. I have an NBA playoff bet for you this is going to start on Friday and goes into Saturday, right? So this is going to be May 24th and May 25th. This is going to be between the Celtics and Pacers on Saturday and then the Mavs and Timberwolves on Friday. So it should be a very good basketball game. Two basketball games. The reason why I'm picking these NBA games there is not a lot on the slate for Counter-Strike. And then the other thing too is there might be a couple games that I do like a little bit when it comes to Counter-Strike, but they're super early. They're starting at like 3 in the morning on Friday. Well, yeah, in the next 3 hours, basically. And so I didn't want to do that to y'all. And so I was just like, I'm not seeing a lot. I don't want to force anything. So I ended up doing an NBA play, which I do like a decent amount. I like it a lot more than any play I could have gave out on Counter-Strike. And we actually have been doing very, very good on the NBA plays as well. Here's one, for example. So this is the play that I gave out yesterday on YouTube, and we did end up 2xing this. We were super close to hitting a 10x on this play. 50 to win 500, ended up winning $100 instead. And we did really well here. I wasn't able to watch this series at all because I was working, but these guys both hit their correlated, the overs, right? They both hit the mores on this target. And then we had this game, which I was watching back and forth on these two maps. And it's funny because I knew his name earlier. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I'm pretty sure Gun 5 ended up losing that series. They at least lost the first map. And this guy just went bonkers on that first map. And like I said, this was I bet you if we took any other player from that team, we would have hit. And we were just on the wrong side of one player, right? He went, like I said, he must have got 20 kills in the first map. And I'm pretty sure they only won maybe 7-8 games on that first map, maybe less than that, like 6-7. Anyways, but then the second game came around and the second map came around and we were super close, and he ended up getting like 12 or 13, whatever kills it was. So he barely went over. We were super, super close. And Mangus on Sampy, like I said, I'm pretty sure they ended up winning the series. Right when I saw that he went over, I kind of was like, screw it, I'm done watching this. Like, we already lost this bet. But Halliburton did come in the clutch, at least. Halliburton came in the clutch at night. He ended up having 4 rebounds in the first half. And in the second half, I'm pretty sure he had 0. And so I didn't end up really watching that game because I'm not too interested in the Celtics Pacers. At least when Boston's at home, they should stop them in the first 2, which they kind of did. Game 1, they ended up kind of throwing it and coming back and whatever. But I felt like Boston had a pretty clear victory on this. I ended up watching the Stars game instead, Dallas Stars hockey. So we ended up going 4 out of 5 on this play. So this is super, super good. I do want to talk about it again. I feel like I'm going to try and stick to these 5-man flexes rather than the 6-mans, because the 6-mans are very, very difficult to hit. And I feel like, we have a lot of newcomers coming to the channel and they might not know the history of us winning bets and stuff like that. And so I just want to keep it to where, these 5-man flexes, they're a lot less volatile, to where we can go 3 out of 5, we can go 4 out of 5, we can go 5 out of 5 and still get some money out of it. And I feel pretty confident that we can get at least 3 out of these 5 slips. And when it comes to the 6-man plays, we have to go 4, 5, and 6 out of 6, and those are still very difficult to hit. And obviously those 6-man payouts are just insane, but those are once in a blue moon that we're gonna hit those. We did end up hitting them back to back. What was that, like early April or something like that? So that was just bananas. But instead, I think I'm gonna try to mostly stick to the 5-man plays if I can. So got a 2x win. Hopefully a lot of y'all tailed that. I feel like we had a lot of people watching that video from last night. So really glad for all of you that ended up tailing that play. And then here's one of the plays that I gave out on the MVP of our winnable. We're 3 out of 5 right now. So we're still waiting on a couple of plays here. We have a playoff hockey match between the Panthers Panthers and the Rangers. And then we had Naz Reid going under 1.5 3 points made. So I don't know. I think he's been hitting less. I think last game he kind of popped off, but he averages at least less than 1.5 threes made. So I'm hoping he kind of comes back to reality a little bit on that play. And I do want to talk about it as well. I know, we had this play from Thursday, so today I gave this out, and this play obviously is going to be for Friday. We want to keep that same momentum because a lot of these plays that I'm giving out actually are on Saturday, but we want to take these early on because the lines start shifting. We've seen that in the past. Actually, Halliburton was a play that I talked about on my video yesterday, to where this line might move to 4, and if that moved to 4, we're not going to get the same payout, right? We're not going to get that same, it's going to end up hedging, or say this guy ended up hitting the less, that pushes, Halliburton pushes, and so the payout shift just is insane. It's way different if they end up pushing rather than going under their total, right? So it's very important to take these bets as soon as we can. We don't want to delay it, right? So I just want to talk about that because I feel like that bothers a lot of people. They hate seeing that was me early on. I would hate being like, oh, I don't want to take a bet 4 days in advance because I don't want to sit there waiting for it. But we don't want to do the mentality. If we see a bet that we like very early on, we want to take it, right? If someone told you that you have going into roulette and they said, hey, you have 54% chance, 55% chance on hitting black, you're probably going to bet that, even if it's like 4 or 5 days early, right? So waiting on this play, let's hope that we can at least go 4 out of 5 on this one. I feel pretty good about this. Hopefully that would be a really good victory on that as well. And I do want to remind y'all once again, Flex Friday is coming up today, I guess, because right now it's Friday. But I want to remind y'all to take this. I always forget to take this because I'm giving out plays all the time, and a lot of my plays are $40, $50, and I forget to just do those easy $20 bets out there. So make sure to do this if you have the opt-in promotion when I'm giving this play, which I'm not sure when they turn that on, but feel free to use this play as your $20. When I started doing Prizepicks very, very early on, I did the Flex Fridays all the time, every single time, 100%. I wouldn't forget about it. And then Taco Tuesdays, I would get on there every single taco, 20, 25, 25, 25 every single Taco Tuesday. So I'd pretty much only be using Prizepicks during those times. And if you don't feel comfortable betting on Prizepicks every single day, all the time, then I urge you to at least just do the Taco Tuesdays because it's pretty much free money for the most part, or kind of free money. But anyways, at least the taco itself should be free money, right? So this is our Real Friends community, and we have our main channel, Real Friends in Football. We have been doing that channel for the last 2 years. That channel, you can see all of our channels here, right? We have Real Friends in Football, we have RFF Picks, we have Real Friends in Football Shorts, and then we have Real Friends in Football Podcast. And if you could think about it, that Real Friends in Football channel used to be a combination of all 4 of these things, right? We used to talk about gambling on there when it comes to football, at least. And we used to talk about, we'd have short form content on there, so we put our shorts on there, and then we had podcasts on there. So we had all these videos, all these shorts, all these random things on Real Friends in Football, and we just felt like it would be better to kind of split everything up. And then the RFF Picks, the good thing about this as well is that we can talk about every single sport, right? So we're not just tied down to football season, which we are very profitable, very good in football season, because me and Miles are psychopaths when it comes to football, because I don't want to look like a loon when I'm talking about Real Friends in Football and I'm not knowing my shit, right? So I'm on my shit when it comes to Real Friends in Football. Miles is out there studying, making videos on there all the time, but that channel is more of a generic football channel. And then RFF Picks, we're going full gambling on this one. Anything we see fit, we do esports, we're doing basketball, baseball, everything is on the RFF Picks. And if you can see below this, my Action Network screenshot, I'm up 500 units in the past 3 years, 7% ROI over 7,000 bets. So one of the advices I want to give to people as well is make sure to log your bets. Log every single one of your bets. Maybe Prizepicks Prize Picks, you at least have an idea of if you're winning, because you can see your, profit go up and down, and it definitely is a lot harder to log your, bets on there. But if you have like individual bets where it's like, the Mets money line or Avalanche money line, whatever it is, those are a lot easier to kind of, put those into some sort of platform to where it's controlling or showing you what you have. So I do advise to use Action Network. It's a very good app to kind of make sure, track all of your bets and see how you're doing, right? We want to learn from that. So here is our Winnable. What this is a platform to where you can get easy bets from us, right? So if I make a bet, I place a bet, I will post it on the free plan. So anything from YouTube is going to the free plan, and then all of my bets are on the MVP plan. Like I talked about earlier, that second play I posted on the MVP plan because those are going to be every single one of the bets, right? Free plan is going to be YouTube. Might do like a couple more tomorrow on the free plan just because this play isn't like a Counter-Strike bet. And if I see something, I might add a little bit more on there. But MVP plan is going to be every single one of those things. And I don't know if I mentioned it already, but you get a text, right? I give you the link. You sign up for the Winnable, you get a text or an email, whatever you want. I put my link in there where you can tail it. So you click the link and then it opens up to Prizepicks. You put however much you want on there. And then if you want to sign up for a free month for that, just type in code RFF at the checkout and you get 1 month for free. So finally, here is going to be the play. Let me kind of go over why I like everything here. But Jason Tatum, he is a turnover machine recently. I don't know what it is in the playoffs, but he kind of got carried by Jaylen Brown over these past couple of games. And Tatum, like I said, he's been kind of a turnover machine recently, going into Indianapolis now. And I feel like if this game is close, he's going to be on the floor a lot, and there's a lot more opportunities to get turnovers, right? And I don't know exactly the amount that he's had, but over the last 4 games or 5 games, I think he's hit this over total. All of playoffs, pretty much. He's gone over this total at 2.5 turnovers. And Al Horford, we're going to go less on rebounds here. One of the other reasons I like this a lot, this guy's an older player. They might kind of elect to not play him a lot in this game. So he's probably not going to reach his rebound total, right? So he might get 15 to 20 minutes rather than his normal 25, 27, whatever it may be. Minute restriction going into, traveling, all that kind of stuff. And I feel that Boston's not too worried about this series. So game 3 might be a good game for them to kind of rest Horford a little bit, not get too worried about him in this series. So like his under for that one. And then Nesmith, kind of same situation. And these two guys as well, Nesmith and Alexander Walker. I kind of same thing with the whole Horford thing, to where I don't think they're going to get a lot of playing time. Nesmith, he's only getting 18 to 20 minutes a game. And then Alexander Walker, his minutes has drastically went down against the Mavericks and the other series that they played in as well. He's only getting 18 minutes a game. And so I don't think he's had a turnover in the last 4 games. So, if this guy, if he's not getting to handle the ball, if he's not on the court, then he's not going to get a lot of turnovers, right? So we're going to go under turnovers there. And then Miles Turner, I think his average on block shots might be 2.5 during the season, something like that. And I feel, I don't know if he had hit this over the last couple of games or at least the last game, but I feel once again, going back into the Pacers, back at home where it's a must-win type game. I expect this game to be a little bit closer. He's going to be on the court a lot. There's not going to be a blowout potential type game. Celtics probably aren't going to just get shit on, and kind of vice versa. So I expect this game to be a lot closer. Miles Turner might be getting 40 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes, and he should get a lot of blocks in this game. So that is what I like here. That's going to 50 to win 500. Sorry about that again, about the Counter-Strike, but I did not feel comfortable giving out a Counter-Strike play. Like I said, all these plays right here are on Saturday. These are all the same game, right? These are all on Saturday, and we only have one Friday play. So I don't want y'all to be hesitant to make a play that is kind of in the future, but we want to take these because we could, a day from now, we could go back back, and Al Horford's line's at 7, and Tatum's line's at 3. We don't really know. I feel like y'all see that all the time when I'm giving y'all bets as they start shifting it. I actually did have a Counter-Strike play in this bet, and it shifted it while I was trying to give it to you. So I got frustrated. I said, screw Counter-Strike. I'm doing an NBA play today instead. So that is going to be the play. Good luck to you. Y'all have a good weekend. You should hear from me tomorrow regardless, but have a good weekend. Started Friday. It's going to be a good day, and see y'all tomorrow.